Alicia. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Come on in, have a seat. How you doing? Get comfortable. In today's video, we're discussing one of my all-time favorite books that I believe that everyone should read, especially if you are a Black woman. I think that you should absolutely read this book one day in your life, okay? All About Love by Bell Hooks. And if you don't believe that I mean it, look at the condition of my book. There is no shame in my game. I'm going to read this book down, okay? I'm going to read this book every year at least because it has that many gems in it. So, how did this book help me to stop the cycle of toxic relationships? Number one, it really opened my eyes to the fact that love and abuse cannot coexist. Okay? Love and abuse cannot coexist. That is something that it seems like a simple statement, right? Until you sit down and think on physical, mental, emotional, sexual abuse, right? And financial abuse as well. But sitting down and thinking about how certain people can abuse you and then still say that they love you. And when you're younger, especially like in childhood, when you're growing up, it can be easy to kind of tune out abuse because you really do want to be loved, you want to be accepted, and you want to feel like you belong to your family unit. So I'm not going to dog, speak negative, or down on anybody in my family. This video is about my experience, right? So the thing that this book helped me to realize, and it actually gave me the confidence to have more tough conversations in regards to how, like, some of the things that I experienced maybe when I was younger, and even as an adult, some of the things that family members may think that they were just getting away with and thinking that that was like, but I love you. But just because you say you love me, but you're like inflicting emotional and mental abuse on me, baby, the math ain't mathing, right? Shout out to Bill for helping me to realize that. The second thing that this book really helped me to do, I've always known, I've always applauded and championed and loved the friends that I've been blessed with, but it really instilled in me the sense of community and belonging and the importance of your platonic friends. Everyone knows, if you know me, you know that, baby, I love my friends down because to me, my friends are the family that God allowed me to hand pick. Okay. He was like, listen, choose who you want, choose your fighters. Okay. And my friends are the people that I just, words, there are no words to express the amount of love that I have for my friends because they really taught me at an early age from elementary school. The friends that I've been blessed with really showed up and just allowed me to be myself, to be loved by them, and to accept the love that I was giving as well. Because listen, in a relationship is a two-way street, right? You have to pour into people the same way you want them to pour into you. And again, in our good book here, especially the chapter about community, like Chef's Kiss, okay? The next thing that All About Love really snatched me up about was what I was settling for when it came to romantic relationships. Now, I'm just going to be transparent and honest. when I was growing up, I saw very unhealthy, toxic relationships. I mean, fighting, just like very unhealthy relationships. Okay, that's kind of, and as a child, things that you encounter in your environment, they shape and mold the way that you see things once you're an adult. So it can be fairly common to grow up and end up in cycles of toxic relationships if that's what you saw when you were growing up. And baby, I was one of them. Healthy-ish love, not even healthy-ish. Healthy love felt like a foreign language. It made me feel uncomfortable. I was more comfortable with just a little bit of like uneasiness. Now, here's the thing about toxic relationships. They are a slippery slope, okay? They are a very, very, very slippery slope. You will think that somebody's just a little bit of toxic, and baby, they're gonna drag you for filth. All right. But the thing that I had to do was take accountability for my comfort in those types of relationships. And I had to take accountability for the fact that I wasn't loving myself well enough to not allow anybody to treat me any less than I deserve. And that's on period, right? So the in the chapter about romance, sweet love, listen, she snatched me up, okay? She snatched me up because romantic relationships are a different level, right? They're different than your friendships and your family, than anything. And it really helped me to read and understand and then step into taking full accountability for what I will and will not accept moving forward. Throughout the book, there's a sentence that stopped me in my tracks. Abuse and love cannot coexist. And in romantic relationships, I really carried that with me moving forward. Mental and emotional abuse and physical abuse, none of that. If you're experiencing that, you're not being loved. It's easy to make excuses for people. Well, that's none of your business. Your business is you setting the tone and the standard for what you will and will not accept. The final aspect that this book really helped me and snatched me up again about was overall the self love and the love that I want to continue to make sure that I have for the community, for, if I ever have children, for everyone that I encounter that is deserving of the love that I have. It begins at home. It begins with me truly taking the time to honestly love myself, letting go of unrealistic expectations that I carried for myself. Stop holding on to the shame because of the life that I had to experience, the environment that I grew up in. I carried around a lot of shame and a lot of hurt because I felt like it was my fault that I experienced a lot of abuse at the hands of, family or adults. When I say abuse, I don't, I mean the different kinds that I experienced. I felt the shame like it was my fault and I had to release that. And this book helped me to do that. And if you're carrying around shame, because shame will keep you in places that you wouldn't be in any other like you wouldn't be there if you didn't have the shame and felt like it was your fault. Freeing yourself of that shame is transformational, right? So this book really helped me to do that. If you can relate to anything in this video, baby, pick up this book today. Until next time, peace, love, and blessings.